And now to tomorrow's sentencing of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, convicted of murdering George Floyd. We'll hear from both sides, the prosecution and defense, as well as those impacted by Chauvin's crimes. We could even hear from Derek Chauvin himself, but it's the judge, Peter Cahill, who now decides Chauvin's fate. ABC's Alex Perez has more.
Derek Chauvin, now less than 24 hours until he learns his fate, how much time he'll spend behind bars after he was convicted of killing George Floyd.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Chauvin set to be sentenced Friday, jurors finding him guilty of 3 counts. Under Minnesota law, he'll be sentenced on the most serious charge, a second-degree murder. Guidelines recommend 12.5 years for first-time offenders like Chauvin, but prosecutors are seeking a 30-year sentence, which is possible after the judge determined aggravating factors in this case could support a stiffer sentence, including acting with particular cruelty, abusing his position of trust and authority, and that Chauvin's deadly restraint of Floyd was carried out in front of children.
These aggravating factors actually are very important, and they really do require a stiffer sentence because someone that's held in a position of trust and authority the way he is as a law enforcement officer, it's very significant that he abused that power.
Chauvin's attorney asking for time served and that he be released under a strict probationary sentence.
As a defense for Derek Chauvin, they have to ask for the minimum possible sentence that they can. They want to see that he only gets a year on probation. The likelihood of that is extremely low. In this particular case of this high-profile nature.
Sentencing in the hands of Judge Peter Cahill, who oversaw Chauvin's 3-week-long trial and has been on the bench 14 years. He's worked both as a prosecutor and defense attorney, and he'll also handle the trial next year of the 3 other former cops charged in Floyd's death.